Okay. That's holding up okay. Whew. See if I put this even in the video. But we gotta be raw, right? How you guys doing today? Man, it's such a beautiful day out. Happy Memorial Day if you guys happen to be watching right when this comes out. Man, I'm trying to figure out, because I got this backpacking stool. I'm just trying to get more fluent with using this stuff. So I think that's good. But look at this baby stool right here. This is what we're going to sit on for this video here. We're going to see if I'm perfectly... Okay, no, I'm way too low. Here, let's move this down a little bit. Don't fall on me. There you go, it's good. I think this is a good angle. But man, it's just such a beautiful day out. And man, it's a great holiday, dude. Memorial Day. It's the only day I actually have that like work sections off specifically for that day, which is like just amazing, man. So, but I guess today, I guess it's not really a workout video, but more just kind of like what you want to do with your life type video, you know. And I'm no expert. I'm 19. I'm still figuring it out. But I guess you can kind of hear the perspective of someone who's kind of in the gutters of what they want to do or what they want to be, you know. And you know, you kind of mix up a lot of what you think you need and what you think you don't need. Like, I need a lot of money, or you know, I need to get a promotion, or I need to get this and that. You can get cooped up a lot on those thoughts. And you know, I think for the biggest thing for me in following kind of my career or my dream is freedom, right? Like, I want freedom to do what I want when I want and with who I want. And, you know, that's kind of all you can chase as a person, because, you know, money is a big kind of burden. So is, say, having, I guess I shouldn't say burden, but it's just like responsibilities. You know, they'll keep you in one spot because, you know, you can't just leave and go, you know? Yeah, but I've met a lot of people that don't know what they want to do with their life, and they're kind of just going to college because they don't know what else to do. They're like, I don't have anything else better to do, and you know, I want these certain experiences and stuff like that. And I don't know, I kind of relate, and I can get where you're coming from, but I don't know. I always feel like I guess stand out from the crowd in that sense. You know, and the more I talk to people about it, the more I kind of feel that way, because, you know, I want to get big in, you know, entrepreneurship or business or whatever, or if you guys are trying to chase something unique where you really want to feel like, you know, big, or you really want to pursue fitness, or you want to pursue yoga or art or whatever you want to do, and you're starting to get this obsession over it that you feel like no one else has, and it kind of puts you in this area where it's like, do I pursue this and just say, who cares, or do I kind of mosey down, you know? But I don't know, maybe I'm making sense, maybe I'm not, but man, life is short, and I kind of want to spend it you know, doing everything I want to do when I want to do it. You know, that's kind of the spoiled brat approach, but you know, being able to do everything I want to do, you know, and make sure I have the freedom to do that. And man, getting out into nature helps you think a lot. And if you guys are in a spot where you're still figuring out what you want to do because you don't know, or you're contemplating it, go out in the woods and just like kind of be alone for a bit, or meditate, you know. Important things like that where you're alone with yourself. It's like getting to know a person, you know. You sit alone and go and have a coffee with them, or go and chat with them, or invite them over to your house, and you don't go on your phone when you talk to them. You just sit there and talk and learn about them. That's what you got to do with yourself, kind of. And the more you kind of get yourself, the more you can figure out what makes yourself happy and what's your tics and all these different things. Speaking of tics, I might be getting wood tics all over me soon. But, you know, it's such a beautiful day out. This is a place I used to come a lot with my dad when I was younger, up on top of the bridge, if you can't see behind me. We kind of look and throw rocks and always look for fish and all that stuff. So I was passing it on the way home, since I'm home for the week. And I'm like, you know, I didn't make a video and I don't want to slack off. So I felt like making one. And yeah, man, just important day, you know, Memorial Day, veterans, and all that stuff. And God bless America, am I right? And luckily you have the freedom here in America that a lot of people don't, where you can kind of pursue what you want, you know. Mine's online coaching, right? I'm still kind of figuring out what I want. Holy crap, there's a crane over there. He's just chilling. Here, maybe I can show you guys. Oh, he's going away. Crap. Whatever. You guys get to see me, my beautiful face, right? But I guess a good way to kind of find out what you like, what kind of helped me a lot, this is going to be a weird comparison, but Surf's Up. If you guys have seen the movie with the penguins, right? That movie is a lot about existentialism and like kind of living how you want without caring what other people think. And I think a lot of people could learn a lot and live a lot happier if they just didn't worry about what other people think, you know? You know, and like with making my YouTube channel, people are finding it and they mention it and they're like, what the heck is Ryan doing out here making this YouTube channel and, you know, promoting this Instagram and posting pictures with his shirt off, since it's super not normal for me. You know, like before 2025, I was like super quiet about my physique and lifting and my ambition and what I want to do with my life, and I wouldn't really vocalize it that much. And you know, my YouTube is kind of where I vocalize it and I talk to you guys. So I don't know. It's kind of weird because I feel like the more I do this stuff, the more I feel separated from people, and the more I can't relate because I feel like I don't know. I guess it's just a me thing, maybe. I don't know. I'm just a weird little guy, you know. Weird little ambitions, you know. But hey, we all got our own passions, you know. I have a buddy that's really passionate about just talking to people and chatting and really getting to know people, and I feel like that's such a good thing, you know. And he's super good at it, but he's still trying to find the right vehicle to make him happy, right? And man, just sitting there and like sitting and thinking about it is just so important. And I think more people need to do that, especially when, you know, you have phones that are always distracting you. You know, they ring in your pocket and you're like, oh, I gotta check, I gotta do this stuff, and I gotta make sure this is all good. And I don't know, you know, phones are great and they're great tools, but when you're consuming them and whenever you're bored you pull it out, you know, you don't ever sit with yourself, you kind of lose that immersion with reality. And I think that's super important. But yeah, I don't know. But this is my yap sesh for the day, you know. So I love you guys, and I hope you guys kind of find your way in life. Just figured I'd kind of tell you a bit about myself, and you know, yeah. Peace out.